And hello. Today we're going to look at speaker stands. The video you're about to see, for some reason, had no intro. It was cut off. Don't know what happened there. So I'm going to give you the intro here. I built the new Secret video studio with an editing suite and a control room where I needed to place monitor speakers, really more for monitoring, not for massive mixing or whatever. It's going to be primarily a content creation studio, so therefore voice audio, not really music audio. And I still wanted to have the ability to place my speakers exactly like I wanted. So in working with Adam Hall and Gravity, thank you, Adam Hall, they sent over what I requested, which was all the speaker stands Gravity has. It just happened that both tables that I built, and it's going to be a video about the table build, weren't really needing any speaker stands, and you will see that in the video. Now, why are speaker stands important? Well, first of all, you want to get the speakers at a certain level so that the tweeters are hitting your ears correctly. You want to position the angles correctly. You want to position those angles correctly. You want to control the position of these speakers. More importantly, you want to control the vibrations. That's important for me, especially as a content and video creator. Here in the studio, having bigger, which I have, speakers on the table will mean the table vibrates. And if the table vibrates, the cameras, which is numerous of them, sitting on the table will shake a bit. And you can't have that. So you really want to isolate your speakers from the table. There is, of course, the typical foam pad from Auralex and T-Bone or whatever, Thomann Acoustic makes them. And they do a pretty good job. And you can even angle up or down a bit depending on how you use the pads. But the speaker stands I'm going to show you are pretty impressive if you have a table situation that allows for them. I'm going to show you what I did in here, where I really can't have anything connected to the actual table because of the cameras. So in here, well, this is what's filming me right now. So this camera is probably heavy enough not to take over any speaker vibrations. But if you have a speaker right on the table here, you'll see that this little doohickey is probably going to just vibrate the tiniest bit. And that could be an issue. This is also why most of the cameras here are attached to the walls and therefore are disconnected. Now I'm actually not talking into the mic anymore. I am an idiot. So this one's, of course, on the wall. Now this is actually on the speaker stand, which isn't very clever. So these are the speaker stands I built in here. Really just a wooden board with some massive angles underneath. And that nicely disconnects the speaker from the table, and it works. Now, you might not have a situation where you're allowed to drill into the walls and all that stuff, and that's why we're going to go over into the editing suite and look at the really nice Gravity speaker stands that you can get. Of course, you can get, let's not forget this, they also make them and other companies make them as well. The stands that are on the floor, probably with spikes, not too good for your floor, and that are coming up behind your whole desk to put the speakers on. So if you've got bigger speakers or you have a situation where that is possible, that is also an option. If not, check out the Gravity stuff. I am going with iLouds from IK Multimedia here because this is really just an editing station, which means we don't need massive speakers. It's really not necessary. There's primarily, for these types of videos that are being produced here, talking going on. So no big music mixing, which is probably why you're watching this. And the iLouds do have a nifty little stand included. As much as I love the Gravity stands, they would be oversized here, but I still want to show you. Let me show you the control room. Follow me. So I was really excited about installing the monitor stands here. However, we have to have two screens, one for program, one for multi-view. And as you can see, there really is no height. One thing that the monitor stands give you is height. One thing I cannot use here is height. So I hate that I can't use them. The one thing that really fit here are the KSD5s, which I had put into storage. They are phenomenal speakers. Thank you, KSD. and they have their own little swivel stands. I would probably want to put a little bit of rubber or something underneath. However, just like in the other room, here, no music mixing. There'll be a PreSonus mixer here, but it's going to be talking from the studio. As they're recording in the studio, we have to use headphones anyway. So what we use these speakers for, I don't even know yet. Let me show you the studio for a sec. We'll just walk through there. Here we go, the beautiful new C-Grid studio. Again, power and drawers provided by Adam Hall. Thank you very much. But since I have him here, let's check him out. Okay, this is heavy. I already dinked the table over there with this a little bit. This is a very simple design, but what you want is heavy. You don't want a lot of vibrations being transmitted to the table. And you want it to stand very firmly and have a good height adjustment. There's a ring. Gravity always comes with rings for the little knobbies in case you don't like the green. I love the green because that's Gravity. Oh, there's actually not even a green ring on here. Gravity, where's my green ring? So we're going to put the black ring on. Done. So we have some neoprene kind of feet. Careful not to bang it against the side of your table. And then you have a screw here. You can come closer. Valeria on the camera today. See, we have a monitor stand camera light. And then you can adjust that to ridiculously high if you wanted that. Then tighten it, and we assume it should hold any speaker, well, almost any. Neoprene on top, so you've got to disconnect a little bit at least for vibration. We're going to take it down again, move the coffee. I have a speaker to test. Oh, this is a heavy stand. And I love that you can actually put stuff below. Forgive Street Sweetwater sent these Cali Audios. So we're going to place that on there. And bam, you're pretty much done. But you can't, actually that does look, it does look nice. I mean, they are overkill and oversized for here, absolutely, it's a video editing station. But, and they do block quite a bit of light, but this is perfect. Now, the tweeter is exactly in the, I'm sorry I did this. It's exactly in the right height. Let's see what that would look like over here. I like this. If I put them there, then Leslie's gonna kill me, because it is a bit oversized. And on the other side, of course, we can go back a bit if we move this speaker. Here, look at this. I can actually match it up perfectly with the edge of the monitor, and then it actually doesn't look so bad. So maybe we want these in here. I don't know. Valeria, what do you think?
I like them.
Don't know if we can match it up with the height, with the edge of the monitor over there, but that's just a matter of tilting everything. That is a nice stand, and I love that you're not losing any space on the table, and I can literally put my audio interface there. Bought one from UA. See how I'm throwing in all these products? I don't know why. Have you seen this Mackie DLZ podcast studio? Okay, this is cool, and I would tell you a price if I knew it. Okay. But for now, it'll go back in the box. I love that I have that option, and that I now did this test, because I could possibly, after Gay Street, put the Cali Audios there. And they're white and look. We got another type here. The great thing about Gravity is it is pretty high-endy feeling. Everything feels really just, tight and well designed, well made too. What's this? Okay, this is more complicated than just taking it out of the freaking box. Oh, it's also
A manual.
It's a manual, and it's quite a bigger tray for the speaker, not Trey Xavier. That's a different kind of speaker. So But the thing about gravity is it's rather affordable for what it is. This is a clippy oni tabley thingy. So kind of the opposite of what I usually want, which is to disconnect it from the table. What we're gonna do is connect it to the table. So pretty much everything I said before, throwing it right out the window. But holy, that's one hell of a clamp. And I don't think you have to worry about your table. See, there it's green. Yeah, that is. If you needed to make this wider because your table is thicker, you could open these screws and do that. There is neoprene on here so you don't damage your table. And it goes in really far, he said. And then somehow, we're not done yet because, I mean, that's a bit flat, right? I mean, I might as well just put it on the table if that's what it is. We hope there's more in here. There's a whole bunch more in here. Holy crap, when they say speaker stand, what they mean is speaker stand. There's black rings and the tiny one. Wow, you have, can you see that, Valerio? You have angles, you have height, so that you can actually adjust the second one to perfection. Don't worry about the tools. Don't you worry about the tools. I'm not reading the manual. I mean, I'm gonna say this goes in the back. Now it's one hell of a massive tool to kill people. And then we got this angle. Oh, and we also have this angle. Once you open this, you can of course tilt this. Even clicks in. Perfect. So I wouldn't be able to do it over there without modifying the table. Pretty much taking a chunk out of it. But maybe, because we have the heater over here, we could test that here. We could not. Yeah, no. Because there's a shelf underneath. And for that, you can actually take this whole thing apart, and then it makes sense. Let's see. How do I get it back there? Will I even be able to do that? Okay, now I somehow have to tighten that. Again, remember, it's always your situation that is special. Nope, that would not work. What I just did, I cannot do. Because you have to put that on before you do that. So wiggling it around like I just did is not gonna happen. So be prepared that you have to have open access to the back of your desk. I'm gonna rebuild that now. So no, that's not gonna happen. So let's just imagine this is the back of your table. No, I'm doing it wrong again. What did I just say? Okay, so you have to take this out. And then there's actually a pin which will prevent it from swiveling. Because I mean, you have to remember that there's quite a bit of force and weight on these. So this is pretty cool. So we're gonna put, where's the back? That's the back. I mean, if you have to angle them and all that, this is obviously the better choice. I'm a big fan of the take it out of the box and you're done version 1 stand. Careful. Clamped onto the disc. Open this, swivel, height, put it on this height. Now, of course, the angle of this doesn't matter anymore. Open this, swivel this. Actually, maybe even this is not the back. Why did I think this was the back? This is probably the front, so the monitor doesn't come down. I'm an idiot. So you can actually angle it towards you. That's a really steep angle. That is way too steep. I mean, who wants this? Look from here. A little bit overkill, but a little bit of an angle could be good. Of course, again, open this, swivel height. You have exact measurements. I mean, if I really wanted it stereo from left and right, I could do that. But if you need it angled, and you have the ability to put this on your desk, the hardware is fucking solid. What do you think, Valeria?
It's pretty cool.
It's pretty cool, she says. Yep, and that size monitor, not a problem. You can see there's actually even more space. Would I want to put a smaller one on there? That would look undersized. That would look weird. So you have to have probably at least a 6 to 8, maybe an 8. But yeah, that's not going anywhere. I will trust that without a problem. And actually, if I could put that back there, which, I mean, I could just move the table away from the wall. This is not attached to the wall. Then I could actually, Valeria, then I could actually put these in a position where they're really out of the way. I would have to cut a little bit into the table back there. But okay, that is an option. It's all becoming an option. Thanks to the gravity monitor stand. Okay. Again, it might be just a bit overkill. So this was the Studiomoniter speaker stand with table clamp SP3102TM. I don't understand why companies can't name their shit right. And we got, this is the monitor table stand, compact studio monitor table stand, SP3102CB. 3102, 3102.
TM.
So this is the TM for table clamp. This is the CB for freestanding. I don't know. Who makes up these names? Oh my God! This is the last one, which I actually now after the what does this one do? How is this one different? What did I order? What happened?
I know.
Where am I? That's the same thing. I'm not gonna assemble that. Forget that. Cool. Oh my God. Massive plate. If I could, should put it clamp-wise on there, but can't put it clamp-wise on there. Same idea, same stand, but freestanding. So you have the same board. So we have the same concept, but freestanding. And the great thing about that is, if you have one corner of your table where you could clip it on, get the clip, and then mix and match with this on the other side, where you cannot do that. So, for example, here, of course, I didn't design the table around this, so I've got an outlet here, but look at this. Could even get the cables. Here we go. Off of there, out of there. We're gonna go, it's a little bit swivelly. Swivel forward a bit. Actually keep it that low. Where's my speaker? Careful. Okay, angle is exaggerated again. But it's possible. I mean, that's the cool thing. You could maybe even install them on top of a bookshelf if you wanted to, and then, yeah, it doesn't look bad. The other one was a little bit more elegant, but it was straight if you needed it angled. And if you needed it clamped on a table, but you could put one right there and then just work like that, you know? You have the speaker right in your face. I mean, it's all possible. Yeah, this stuff is heavy duty. I think it's beautifully designed. The numbers are great. I do like the put it on the table and put your speaker there, but for some, that just doesn't work. And that's a cool look. And you can still work on the table. And again, this is a 6. You could easily put bigger speakers on there and trust it. That's about it. That's all I gotta say. Thanks, Gravity, for sending these. I'll see if I can utilize them somehow. Don't be mad if I can't, because I don't need the big speakers here, but A, I ordered them because I wanted to show them, and B, I wanted the options. And now I've got all the options. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 studios / editing suites / control rooms. So whenever I set up somewhere, having this option is great. Actually, having this option even for the new studio, setting up a table there and someone says, well, I need a monitor in front of me. Clipping this on the table, bam. Having it in the storage here and being able to pull it out when I need it, that's also great. Thank you so much. I'll put links below. Thanks to Valeria for holding the camera, and Animals at the end.